Alright, so it seems God of Destruction Toppo was indeed announced to be the next Dokkan festival on GP. So it is not Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black as some people thought. I think this makes a lot of sense. If you look past into April's and previous years, right, we got STR Blue Falcon Goku, Tech Hit, which were global first and came out in April on JP. We got Age Kale. Now we're getting this Toppo. We get a lot of turnaround of power stuff here in this April month for the April 1st Dokkan Fest. So I think God Toppo is a character that is much deserving. Now, I did go ahead and translate his details. It is a transforming physical Toppo into God of Destruction Toppo. And to me, he seems quite powerful. This guy, he's not holding back. He's not like anything like that at all. He seems to be pretty good. So we'll talk about him and now and what he's going to be able to do. So, here he is. So, physical Toppo. His leader skill is special pose or tournament participants categories key 3 in HP, attack, and defense plus 170%. Then he gets an additional 30% HP attack and defense to characters who also belong to the Defenders of Justice, Space Traveling Warriors, or what's it called? Final Trump card categories right there. So he does get the extra 30% buff there. I think Polarity did actually post the actual leader skill itself, but it should fit a decent amount of categories in there. Not the best team, but tournament participants could be very useful. So his 12 key super attack effect here. See, he does greatly raise attack and defense with the turn, causes immense damage. Passive skill. Plays the entrance animation once only. He has 11% damage reduction for the rest of the battle. Then guards all attacks for 3 turns from start of turn. If there are another 2 or more Space Traveling Warriors or Defenders of Justice category allies at the start of character's attacking turn. So at the start of his own turn, if you have 2 other Space Traveling Warriors or Defenders of Justice allies on the team, he will get guard for 3 turns and 11% reduction, plus his intro animation, which is cool. Right, I definitely will take that. He gets 200% attack and defense start of turn, 150% attack on super, 20% damage reduction that will add on to the 11%, so he has 31% damage reduction. Then, he changes int key spheres to rainbow key spheres when HP is 50% or above. He gives special pose and Defenders of Justice category allies key 1 and 30% attack and defense. Keep in mind, this is stacking since it's and, right? How it's written right here, if you take a look here, they're not separating it, so it is special pose and Defenders of Justice are both getting this buff together. So if they're in both categories, he's giving them 2 key and 60% attack and defense support, which is pretty good. Then this is where he starts looking very powerful, I think, defensively. He gets 200% attack and defense, guard, and then 50% defense within the same turn when receiving an attack as the first attacker in the turn. So in slot 1, let's talk about everything he's getting in slot 1. He's getting 300% defense. He's guaranteed guarding. He gets 31% damage reduction. Then he's also getting a multiplicative 50% defense within the same turn. And actually, it's a 360% actually, because he's also supporting here. While also Rainbow Orb changing potentially. He's not really going to do a lot of damage. You can see here he has no crits, no additional super attacks or anything. But I think this guy is what a team like this really wants. Like a nice, strong slot 1 option. Kind of, because we have the UI Gokus and stuff like that, to be fair. But like this guy will be able to work really well in slot 1 for especially so many of these weaker teams. I mean, we can take a look at some of these teams he's on. A special pose, Defenders of Justice, super bosses. This guy's a slot 1 character. He's gonna look really good. Universe Lever and Realm of Gods. There's like so many of these teams that this guy will be able to help, which is really, really awesome. Then, maybe you want him to hit a little harder. He gets 100% attack and defense on super as the second or third attacker within that turn. So again, he will get that multiplicative at least 100% attack and defense when attacking there as a second or third attacker, which will help him out quite a bit, right, in terms of damage. But again, I feel like this guy really is not going to not want to be like, some damage god. It seems like he wants to sit in slot 1 ideally. So he has a transformation to God of Destruction Toppo, right? Well, let's read off his links. Toppo links, right? Supreme Warrior, Toughest Nails, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Turn Red Power, and Fierce Battle. But yeah, his active skill. He could use it from the 4 turn from start of battle if there's another special pose or Defenders of Justice ally attacking in the same turn, or just in general from the 6th turn from the start of battle as well. He is able to use the active skill, and then he just transforms into the God of Destruction Toppo right here. Now this guy also looks very, very, very powerful. So, God of Destruction Toppo. He greatly raises attack for the turn, raises defense for the turn, and causes immense damage. Yeah, it's kind of weird how, like, his super attack effect kind of technically gets worse, but you guys will see why. But again, you can take a look here. He has a normal defense raise for the turn, the greatly raised attack here, right? So the reason why it's not a stack here is because this one turn, I see a lot of people always get confused about this, but you see how this one turn right here is at the start of everything. So it's one turn, then it applies to everything in the super attack effect, right? It's weird because it kind of it's weird, but that's how it does work. So he gets the 1 turn attack raise and defense raise right there for the turn as well. Unfortunately, it's not greatly raised attack and defense, but he does not need that. So we could again go back here. He gets key 3 and then 300% attack and defense, which is very powerful. 250% attack and defense when attacking. Then he gets 100% defense when he receives an attack. So very similar to his pre-transformation in a sense, where he loses the support, but he's getting 100% defense when receiving an attack, which is going to be again very, very strong. Then he changes in key spheres to rainbow key spheres guaranteed without the HP restriction, guards just in any slot, and here's where you can get crazy. So this Toppo, he has 80% damage reduction, then reduces damage reduces damage rates, damage received, to my bad, it's a typo right there. The damage reduction rate, minus 8%. With each attack he receives, no more than minus 60%. So this is, again, damage received, right? I think if you read this, you'll see what I'm going for, but just in case in a follow-up message after, I'll put it there. With each attack received, no more than minus 60%. Then for 1 turn from first appearance, he nullifies Ki Blast super attacks targeted at this character, and for the next turn onwards, high chance to nullify Ki Blast super attacks targeted at this character. So that very first turn, he nullified Ki Blast super attacks guaranteed. Then the turn after, he has a high chance to nullify those Ki Blast super attacks, right? And here is his active skill. His active skill can be used from the 6th turn from start of battle. So if you're not having a Defenders of Justice ally on that rotation, he is able to you basically get this on his 6th turn, which is basically the first turn you can use it. Otherwise, it's from the turn after if you use it on turn 4. Temporarily greatly raised attack causes ultimate damage, and from what I got, it seems like he performs guaranteed crits for the rest of battle, right? So again, it looks different to me than, like, I took a second look here at the text for Saint Vegeta that is for within that turn. To me, what I saw is for the rest of battle, like performs critical hits for battle, not performs critical hits in the same turn, right? I can't say like I'm 100% of that, but I'm like 90% sure he does crit for the rest of battle on the active skill. We'll see for sure once he's in game, but this is what it seems like it is to me. And if that's the case right here, that is very powerful, right? Being able to just get guaranteed crits here for the rest of battle on the active skill, which I guess would make sense, right? But it might be just within the same turn. I'm like 90% sure it's for the rest of battle based on what I'm seeing here. In fact, I could literally bring up the I'll literally show y'all, because I know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, what do you mean for the rest of battle, right? Here is the direct text here. Like, I'll literally bring this up like this, and then we could show you right here. This is the direct text, right? Critical is guaranteed during battle. Let's go ahead and go to this like Super Saiyan Vegeta transforming card. This guy right here, right? We'll go into a Super Saiyan form. We'll bring up the JP text. This is the same thing right here. And then you could see directly critical hit activated within the same turn. So, and you could even, like, if you compare the text at the end to each other, it is different, right? This is signifying in the same turn, essentially. So it seems like it's during battle, right? To me, that's what I got, right? Just so you guys are aware, because I know some of y'all may be confused if it's a translation error or not. Link skills, same. What changes is solid support and godly power. He gets those links instead of the, I think it's Hero of Justice and Signature Pose. Yeah, those are the links that do change right there. So that's really cool. But this guy seems pretty insane to me. He seems like he's going to be very powerful. So I am excited to see what he's going to do. No additional supers or anything like that. But again, I still think he's going to be very strong. Then we have this banner unit, Tech Kato Plessa right here. This guy is very unique. Yeah, someone says right here, it's very unique. I do like his design. So he's Defender's of Justice Key 3 and 130%. He raises attack for the turn, greatly raises demons for the turn, causes supreme damage, and seals super attack. Key 3 and 300% attack and defense. Then it's weird. So what happens is on the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th turn, so like the odd turns from the start of battle basically all the way until turn 9. At the start of battle, this is supposed to be start of turn, sorry. It changes STR key spheres to AGL key spheres. Launch 2 additional attacks which have a high chance to be a super attack. Then high chance to evade enemy attacks including super attacks. Then defense plus 30% per AGL key sphere obtained, that goes up to 300%. Now, when he's on the even numbers, so 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th turns from the start of battle, he just does the opposite. He changes AGL key spheres to STR. Great chance to launch an additional super attack. Great chance to perform a critical hit. Then 30% attack per STR key sphere obtained up to 300%. I think that even if you're like an offensive player, the defensive side seems like it outweighs it because he still has the 2 additional attacks. Then he has a high chance to evade. And then it's like this may not even guarantee it. And then it's like here he might hit a decent amount harder, but I don't know. We'll see. 33% attack and defense on super. Then from the 7th turn onwards from first appearance, changes AGL key spheres and STR key spheres to tech key spheres, so he double orb changes to the tech key spheres. Then he gets 30% attack and defense, up to 300% per tech key sphere obtained. And he's able to basically get both of those right there. And yeah, so depending on which turn he is here, is the turn he'll get that buff. I assume that you probably will want to get this turn so you can get like the quad super turn with the high chance dodge. He might look very good on that turn specifically. That could be really interesting to see. He only has 6 things. Very sad. Speedy Retribution, Shocking Speed, Hero Justice, Signature Pose, Turn of Power, Fierce Battle. Then Teams, Defenders of Justice, USS, Special Pose, Turn of Participants, Transformation Boost, and Accelerated Battle. So that is everything this guy's doing. Again, Speedy Retribution, yeah, great thing. But that's everything these guys are doing. The 2 new characters coming to JP Dokkan for the April Dokkan Festival. Now, there is some stuff in the news here that we could take a quick look here. The Super Saiyan Goku is getting an Awakening and EZA, this free-to-play one from last April Fool's. So we'll see what this guy is going to do. New Super Router stages, and then new support memory, EZA kind of thing. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any thing I have to reiterate, I will have it in a pinned comment. But catch you guys all next time.